Hello, my name is Andrea Winn, and I'm going to be speaking today about the topic of is Trump evil or is there a wiser way? And I am speaking from the perspective of being a very successful social justice activist in 2018, where I successfully in 1 year was able to bring down the leader of a global Buddhist cult. So this was the most influential, most powerful Tibetan Buddhist community in the world. And in 1 year, I was able to expose the leader in major media, and he had to leave the community. And also, I should add, he also may be prosecuted for crimes that he has committed. The only reason why many of the crimes have not been prosecuted is due to the statutes of limitation, which is a whole other web of a problem, these statutes of limitations, because a certain number of years had passed since his rapes of women, they were not able to prosecute him. So I'm speaking from the place of being a very successful and effective justice activist. So the reason why this topic came up is because I have a newsletter list, which everyone is welcome to join so that they get a weekly communication from me. And not what I offer, it's not for everybody. And so I had somebody unsubscribe last week, and she first wrote me an email saying, Trump is evil, period, and then dot. And then she went through a series of emails and unsubscribed because I got a notice, several notices of her unsubscribing. So she obviously had, this very strong reaction to something that I had said about Trump. And she needed to assert that he is evil, period. Like, don't even look anywhere else. And end of communication. So I thank her. I thank everybody from really acting and speaking from their truth, because it can just open up more life to happen. Because when we just keep things in, then things just stay stuck. So I really appreciate this woman for speaking her truth and acting by unsubscribing and ending our connection. So it has prompted this video today. And this specifically is coming from my wisest place of warriorship, because a lot of what I do, I am an allopath. I like for things to be in balance, to be in harmony. I'm always like sensing how to bring balance and harmony. And so when there is someone behaving the way like Trump and Trump's the people around Trump, then I'm sensing into how to balance this out. And so that's the place that I'm speaking from, of the allopath, the warrior, the person who has a lot of strong skills for seeing things clearly and being able to shift things into more balance. So if you see someone as evil, to me, this speaks to sort of like my understanding, my connection with Christianity. And for those who don't know, I am a baptized Catholic as well as brought up Tibetan Buddhist. So I have some real experience in the Christian world. And it's in the Christian world that I heard about evil. And, there's this association of evil with the devil, who's like this powerful force. And whenever you tune into, deciding that someone is evil, they all of a sudden get this extra powerful boost. And it's almost like it puts like this kind of, like it's like I'm having this sense of like this lacquer coating, this sort of, like something that makes them more impenetrable. And this was the analogy that was coming to me this morning. If let's say you are a bull rider and you are going to be going into this competition and, they draw lots for which bull each bull rider is going to ride. And you draw the lot for this bull that is named Evil. And it's because he is so mean, he's so ornery, he always, throws, the rider off. He he just has this special air around him. And so somebody called him Evil. So if you draw the lot for Evil, how certain are you going to feel that you're going to win that competition? I mean, maybe if you're a very extraordinary person, you might say, hey, this is my lucky day. I'm going to win because I have drawn the worst bull that was ever born. But for most bull riders, their confidence is probably going to get jarred a bit. It's like, holy cow, I drew the lot for Evil. I mean, I'm wondering if I'm even going to get through this, like with my life. Like that is what's going to be the reaction of most bull riders that draw the lot for this one special bull named Evil. So, in my mind, as a warrior of peace, if you choose to see Trump as evil, period, you are making him more untouchable. You are making him more powerful. You're making him more impenetrable because he's evil. Even saying the word evil, it can just cause you to draw within. It can actually create an energetic shift when you think of something that is evil. And how well do you respond to a situation when you are shrinking in, when you are intimidated, when something is feeling impenetrable out there? How well do you respond to what's happening out there? How well are you able to do your own self-care? How well are you able to stay connected with your own heart, your own truth? How well are you able to be present with your loved ones and to be loving and caring if you are feeling under the threat of something that you've decided is evil? I mean, for me, it almost moves me into this place of dissociation where I am disconnected from my sense of power, from my connection with Mother Earth. Like it dissociates me when I think of the word evil. So, this is why I'm proposing that there is a wiser view of Donald Trump. And I'm not giving him, any special title because I want you to know this is a human being. He is an incarnated flesh and blood human being, as we all are. From what we understand, he had a terrible childhood. From what we understand, he has serious mental health problems. He's a narcissist. And at the same time, he has a very powerful soul. He has been able to attract great power. He has been able to, for lack of a better word, control the minds of millions, half of a country, which is very interesting. It was very interesting that, it's like half are drinking the Kool-Aid and half are woke. It's a very interesting setup of circumstances. Um, it really is probably ideal circumstances for creating the shift that we need in this country. And I say this country because I am a US citizen. And to be very clear, I am living in Canada. So I'm not living in the heat of what's happening in the US, but I'm living in the heat of the anger and the outrage of what Trump is bringing into Canada. So this wiser view. If you see Donald as a human being, then you also know that he has vulnerabilities, and you also know that he is not impenetrable. He does not have the inherent ability to cause you to dissociate. You can make choices. If you see him as evil, you can dissociate. If you see him as a human being who has some special gifts and powers and talents, then you also see that he has the vulnerabilities and that he is not impenetrable. He is going to be impeached. He is not going to last 4 years because the American people are not going to stand for it, and the world is not going to stand for it. So I am proposing that if you really want to see change, the wiser way is to see Donald as a human being with all the complexities of a human being and also the vulnerabilities of a human being. And we have to have faith that he even has a human heart. Don't think he's in touch with it, and he may never get in touch with it, but at least we know he does have a human heart beating in his chest. So that does mean that he can be brought down. And in my mind, if you choose to see him simply as evil, period, then you are setting us up for failure. And I'm not interested in that. I'm somebody who sees things clearly, and with clarity, I would say he is a human being, and the rest of the human beings in the US are not going to put up with this for very long. So, with saying that, I want to breathe out some love, especially to those US citizens who voted Trump in. I know that there's going to be some hard realities that are ahead for those people. So I'm breathing out some love, some forgiveness, and also energy to pierce their illusions and delusions, for them to be able to wake up and to join the rest of us and for all of us together to be creating a better world, the new golden age, which is really where we are heading through all of this. This whole experience of, you know, half Kool-Aid drinkers, half woke. It really is, it's creating these circumstances for birthing something new in the US, where the US is going to become a much better country. We are becoming a much better people through this birthing process. Yes, it is painful and it is squeezing us. And I'm asking you to choose the wise way, to choose the high road, and to be creating a better country for all of us, for the world. The US can be a beautiful leader for others in the world. We just need to recover from the shock of what's happening and to really bring our best. So let's not get lost down the road of evil. Let's be warriors in touch with our hearts and in a very heartful way, bringing this change of a loving, honest, beautiful world through all of this. And that happens one step at a time, one day at a time. And I am encouraging you to take the high road every step of the way, the road that is in touch with your heart and is creating the kind of world that you want. So I will close my little diatribe there, and I warmly welcome anybody new to this channel to like, to subscribe, and also to subscribe to my newsletter. I am putting out all kinds of free programming and opportunities for people to be able to connect with community. And a special opportunity is coming up this Sunday of a 30-day program that I am offering called the Warrior of Peace 30-Day Power Up. And I'm going to be bringing in all my expertise to leading a group of people in being able to really get into their skin, get grounded, get embodied, feel better, clean up your emotional life, clean up your physical life, clean up your spiritual life, get into a much better place. Just, we're just going to do some dusting in all these areas over the course of the 30 days. And with my unique way of guiding people, you're going to be in a much better place by the end of 30 days, a place of more peace, a place of more having a buffer around you so that you're not being blown over by what's happening around you, and in a place where you're much more in connection with your own heart and where you're wanting to go in your life. All of that in 30 days. So I hope that you will check out the 30-day Power Up program, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon.